Right, everybody, F122, my team career. Like, yeah. So my team, why not? Because I thought, if I'm going to do a career mode, I might as well do that. If you want to see a driver's one, let me know down in the comments, because I feel like there is like a bit more. I would like to see someone do a driver's career mode. I mean, that is good at F1 versus me. Settings ain't really too important, but so yeah. Settings I'm going with. I end up going with the full poly and a long session length. Like that's the 50% race length. Go with approximate because I want a bit of uncertainty, sort of like real life, where it looks like it's going to rain now, but it's fairly blue skies at the moment as well, so I don't quite know. Settings I'm going with, nothing too important. I end up going with like 80 difficulty because I feel like 75 I'm way too quick, or I'm quicker than 75 is. So I go with 80, but maybe I should up that to 85. I feel after doing the two races. But yeah, but this weekend it's sort of like a bit funny. Anyway, let's get into the team customization. Dude, I'm going with country of region. British. You gotta do British. I mean, if you're not British, yeah, good for you. Because really, with the weather, you don't know what you're getting in Britain. Most of the time, it's normally weird. But anyway, name. I'm gonna go with Matt. And surname, Mortlock. Yeah, good. Cool. Potato. I don't know. But anyway, just trying to get through this. I could have sped this bit up a bit more, but I didn't think about that. There's just so much effort this bit. But yeah, sort of like driver number 21 for David Silva. Yeah, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Anyway, that's what it's meant to look like, but this game makes it go back to the other one, so I don't know whether I save it or not. Anyway, the gloves I go with, I'm assuming they change back as well, because yeah, but it is what it is. Gloves change back. So anyway, onto the team name, RTG Racing, because I do FIFA RTGs, and next year, well, I haven't uploaded an RTG video in a while. That's simply because there's nothing much on FIFA to do, so I sort of like haven't bothered really. Anyway, for sponsors, I'm gonna go with Xenon Dynamic. Don't know how you say its name, but yeah,
our chassis won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign
afford our engine and a driver.
Obviously, the greater the performance and durability, the better.
This bit sort of drags on a little bit. I just go with Mercedes. Like obviously, like Mercedes is the best team in F1.
To invest in as well.
Not currently, but they were last year.
Will also provide upgrades throughout the season free of charge.
And I didn't say best driver, I said best team. So yeah. Anyway, so it's between Mercedes at the moment and like Red Bull. But I looked at Red Bull durability, I was like, no. But I think about it, maybe I do go with Red Bull because of something that happens with the Mercedes engine. But yeah. So I don't quite know whether we're smart or not.
Let's sign a teammate.
But yeah, I go in Mercedes. Have 1.3 mil left in the budget.
Here are the drivers interested in joining our
Oscar
team.
Piastri.
Look at their stats and pick
I get him, and he's probably he's the best one. Although he's a mil.
We renew contracts periodically, so you'll have plenty of chances.
I don't know whether I'll stick with him the whole season. I probably will. To try, and I'll try and get
power unit supplier and
him up to a good rating.
Go ahead and confirm.
But anyway, that's pretty much it for this section.
Let's create the livery we'll be running this
livery customization,
we can add
I guess.
more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year.
Which is sort of a bit of a long process.
I'll look at any time from HQ.
But anyway, yeah, I'll come back to when it's finished, I think. Ooh, that livery looks
great. That's everything.
Yeah, this is the livery I go with.
You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But
and
if
the
you're
team
ready to
colours
go,
are blue,
hit
white.
advance to head to Team HQ,
black.
We can start our push to the top of Formula One.
It's kind of good. But yeah, it's sort of like a long process, this bit, so I might, so yeah, which is an annoying bit. But anyway, in the interview, as you can see, sort of the team shirts don't look too bad.
Hello folks,
Will.
And welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. We're here at the headquarters of Formula
This is
One's
gonna be a long
newest
season.
team for an exclusive first look at what they will be bringing to the sport. It's always an exciting moment to welcome
I don't think it looks too bad, to be honest.
grid. However, what makes this occasion a little more special is how strikingly different the cars are this year. Yep, the long-awaited new regulations are finally here, and with them, the start of the next era of Formula One.
I mean, I was sort of hoping a bit
season
like you
ushers in
could
a change of
customise the front
direction
wing
to
a bit.
regulations
Well, no,
aimed
not
at
the front wing.
promoting closer
Like
racing.
the car a bit
New
more,
era
if that makes
features in the
sense.
form of swooping front and rear wings, along with the new
sort of
eye-catching
the
18-inch low-profile tyres that will push tyre technology
how do I
to
put
the
it?
limit.
It's like the side
So
pods.
then, the
Like,
question
because you
remains
see
as
so
to
many
whether
different
this team can grasp
variations
the
in
opportunity
F1.
before them with both hands.
Currently,
and
I
lead
was
the
sort of hoping you
charge
could
against the
customise them a
rest of
bit
the
to like sort of, or make the engine
We'll find
decide
out
what
soon
side
enough,
pods you have.
as
So
the
if
new
you go
season
with
is
Mercedes,
just
you go
about
with
to begin.
their design.
First,
Red Bulls,
let's
you
see
go with
the
their
unveiling
design.
of the team's
Renault's, you
car.
go with their design.
The owner of
And
the brand
Ferrari,
new
you go with their
Formula
design.
One team.
Anyway, let's get into the car unveil. It looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. If anyone thinks otherwise, you're entitled to your own opinion. I can give it to you. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so I don't really care.
Well, first of all, thanks so
let's
much
get
for
into the interview,
inviting
decide
us
who
here
gets the
today. It's
points
been wonderful to see
for
behind the scenes.
good
As you might expect,
things.
I've got about
Kind of
a
boring
million questions,
commentating
so
over this,
let's
isn't it?
jump straight in.
If it's boring,
It's
please
been a
don't click
long
off.
time since we last saw a team owner take their own
Yeah, I'm
gonna
go, this isn't about me,
changed
when it really is.
enormously in the intervening years. How are you going to handle the responsibilities of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
Yeah, I'll probably
Let's
just
talk about your teammate. Now, it's
wait
clear
for a
they're
bit,
excited
'cause
to have signed with you, but
kind
tell
of
me,
boring.
what is it that you think they bring to
Anyway,
the team?
I'm gonna go with their skill set really suits the team as the teammate.
So you've obviously been putting a lot
Obviously I
of work
put
into
a
the
lot of
car.
work into the car,
Now, it's
but
early
it
days,
cost
but
low
how do you
millions.
expect it to
I'm
feel?
gonna go with the traction out of the corners is most important. Although I look at chassis first, I'm like, nah, traction out of corners is better because I don't want to be losing time. Like I figured out I am in the corners. Simple as that. Anyway,
you see the opportunities to make those vital
fresh pair of
performance
eyes.
gains you need
No, I go with
to
the ERS
the
system.
other cars.
Well, it's still as rubbish as ever. In terms of season 1.
Ultimately,
But then,
your success
oh well.
this season's going to come down to whether you can take
bloody
positions
blah.
from the drivers.
Overtaking is all about
What is it
power
about your
with
car
Novice.
that's going to give you
F1
that
is just
edge
one race.
in those
Yeah, I
battles?
probably should have gone with that. But I'm gonna go with the overtaking, thinking, right, I can bin off durability at the moment because it's the start of the season.
So many specialist
In reality, I
consultants
probably
working
shouldn't
together
have,
here at your headquarters,
because
with
I've
such an important
found out
deadline coming up, who's
in the
getting
Grand
that
Prix
coveted
I've
Teacher's
done,
Gold Star?
I'm
Which
going through a
do you feel
component,
the most
one per race.
right now?
I don't know why,
Thank you
but
so
I'm going
much
through one
for your
component per
time.
race.
It's been wonderful to get an insight
Anyway,
from you, and of course
been a
to
pleasure
see
having
you
you, Will.
around the
Get
headquarters.
out of my
Thank you for
factory.
Today. Really appreciate it.
Oh no,
And thank
factory,
you all
office,
at home
whatchamacallit?
watching as well. We'll see you very soon.
Yeah, place. Get out. I don't want you. You're here. You're kind of boring, to be honest. Anyway, I think that's what the car looks like. I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks pretty good. Shut up, whoever you are. Ollie, hello. Yeah, I'm gonna go with pre-season driver training camp and a pre-season press tour. I think I can't remember. Or pre-season advertising camp. I can't remember what I go with here, to be honest. Pre-season merch? No, I go with pre-season press tour. Anyway, and then I spend a load of money in getting a chassis build time increased because I need build time. But yeah, I then go with rear under trade distribution. I can't read, don't judge. I can read obviously, but like, shut up. Yeah, I go with things, and then I go with improved gearbox, I believe. I have to decide what to do. or look to see whether I can afford anything else other than durability. But oh well, I'll go with that instead because I need money. I need durability. I mean, not money. Well, money equals durability because more durability equals less money spent. But we don't know about that. Anyway, I hover over it for a bit. Eventually decide to click it, I believe. But I really take ages. Yeah, as you can see, I do choose to go with that. Durability. Anyway, I've already gone through. I go by these, so which I can't remember whether were there, but I'm pretty sure they were in last year's game, weren't they? Anyway, let's sim to Bahrain Grand Prix if there's nothing else to do. I don't think there is. Oh no, let's just get simming. Day1, sick. Get build time, cool. I sort of want to get everything to spec 1 first, I think. Is it spec 1? Or whatever it is, 1? I can't remember. But my brain doesn't not want to function today. As you probably can tell by some people with my way I'm reading at the moment. But anyway.
Welcome to the team.
Hello, Ollie.
I'm Ollie.
How are you doing? I don't know why I hired you, but good luck.
Do that, and I'm sure we'll get on great. Your workstation's all set up and ready to go.
It's one direction at that. I don't know. I probably should shut my window just to make the sound better. But oh well. Oh, 54-minute video. Oh Jesus. It's a long video, ain't it? I mean, part 2 will hopefully be up on the 2nd. Right, make it 3rd. But anyway, oh, hello, Mark. Nice to meet you. Now, get out of the factory, you're fired. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just tired. But anyway, gotta go with track accumulation. I'm gonna speed it up because it's boring to do. Well, it's not boring to do, it's boring to watch, let's say that. So I think I might, in future episodes, I might include like one lap or just cut straight to quali. I think for Jeddah, I've done Jeddah, but I need to edit that down, and that'll probably be like half an hour video at the most. But I'll see how this one does. Because at the moment, I'll talk about FIFA for a bit of this. At the moment, FIFA's like, there's nothing too exciting on FIFA, is there really? So that's why I'm doing F1. I mean, they're both EA games, so they're both bound to be problems in it, as I found out in this video. I'm hitting the corner gates pretty well, getting purples. So it sort of looks like the speed in the car's good. Maybe I could use a bit more aero, I think, which is kind of like meh. But when I get to Jeddah, well, this car sort of felt, actually no, why am I talking about Jeddah? This car didn't feel light, but it didn't feel like the most. It didn't feel agile, but it didn't feel like it was. It felt like it was. I don't know what. It doesn't feel agile, but it doesn't feel clunky either. So it's like I think if it was to handle low speed, I think it can handle the low speed corners, but not necessarily high speed corners. But anyway, that's one flying lap. I don't want to do this much at the end. Oh yeah, Deuce speaking. But who gives a about Mark? Mark, no one likes you. Go away. First in speed trap that shows I have the straight line speed, but I don't know whether that was the DRS one. Anyway, I'm gonna go do race strategy because I've done fuel management, but I can't do it. So yeah, let's go, I suppose, into fuel management. It's kind of boring as well. No, not fuel management. The race strategy, which I'm pretty much just going to speed up again because there's nothing good about it. It's basically just doing some laps to see how the car handles over 5 laps, which it actually handles okay actually over 5 laps, to be honest. But yeah, it sort of is a bit. I run a little bit deep there, what loses me a load of time, but then I claw it back in the straights and like the sort of entry to corners because of how brake I late. How late I brake, not late to brake. But yeah, basically I brake quite late in order to get more speed in the corners. But I don't know whether that compromises my exit a bit. So I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, I'm up by about 10th. But I thought it was okay. And it's going to be like that for the most of the program. I'm up by 1 or 2 tenths each program I do. Or each lap I do. According to the delta. Which I suppose is okay. But it is just sort of a process to get going. Order how quick I have to go. I mean, yeah, I'm down by like 2-3 tenths almost. I'll claw it back in the straight using some ERS and straight line speed to claw it back. Run a little wide, but apart from that, it's fine. Only just about past that program or that lap. Again, run a little deep because I carry more speed. Still up by a tenth though, but up to 2 tenths up. 3 tenths on the delta time, 4 almost comfortably 4. And then I sort of lose a load in here, I think. Oh no, I'm up to 3 tenths still. So I lose a bit at a tenth. Up to 5, down to 3. Up to 5 again, down to 3 again. So it's sort of like I gain a load of time on the entry, but lose a load of time on the exit. I'm up by 3 tenths that lap. Pretty good. How do I go quicker than Hamilton on the hards? I don't know, he must have done a one push lap type thing. But anyway. Yeah. So I sort of feel like this car's okay. I don't know, I get a bit sharp of an exit in that corner, entrance into that corner, not exit. Two very opposite things, isn't it? But yeah, I mean this lap's going to be pretty good, I think, as well. Or all of them are going to be good, but yeah. Anyway, on to the final lap of the program. Excuse me, I'm having a drink. But yeah, it's going to be tough trying to rotate the car around enough to do stuff with. But anyway, poor exit. I mean, tyres are 20% more, and so I'm like, okay, I perhaps could be going quicker if I was on fresher tyres. But we don't need to know about that. Again, so I'm sort of dropping down the order slowly. Using a load of ERS. On to the final turn. Into the thing, program complete. Let's take it through numbers, cold, because we can. Now let me get back to the garage.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3.
Or it's, yeah, finished.
Leclerc, Perez,
Oh, no.
and Max Verstappen. And if today's
I'm going to do
practice
some
is
quick practice and
anything
then I
to
do
go by, we're in for an exceptional weekend of Formula 1.
Stuff. I don't know. I was looking at this for a while. Well, yeah. But then I want to know where. Oh yeah, I sort of like. I thought P18's a good position to finish to be in, considering no one pushed and people. I thought, okay, right, if where Piastri is, I'll probably be like around P18. Sort of thinking, okay, that's pretty good. P18 is sort of where I'll be with if everybody pushed and I push. As you can see, development boost we get pretty important this stage of the career, and F3 cars look absolutely boxy. But anyway, yeah, development boost. Probably will cut this down in the future. But anyway, I suppose we should just get into the race. I think, or qualifying. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's qualifying, ain't it? I believe it's qualifying. Yeah, it's qualifying. Duh. Would be the race, but it's qualifying. No. Anyway, let's almost get into my first flying lap, I suppose. Look at the suit, it looks pretty good. Yeah, that's good. It's my first flying lap. This lap's going to go quite well, I think. No, that's not what I'm saying, it goes quite bad. As you can see, often goes a bit wide, surprisingly. So sort of like, yeah. Then it's just a matter of time before he gave me a nice shit stream, so I think that may have helped a bit. But I get a bit too much on the curb there. Because it's either I run deep into that corner or don't I run too narrow, like, and get on the curb. Just compromise my exit. then Alpine are also very quick. But anyway, the speed is good. I think have to slow down a bit. Get the car around, stick as close to racing line as possibly can. Get a bit off track. There again, a bit of curve there as well. Getting there over the curve a bit too much there, compromising my acceleration off. Again, going a little bit too thick. Look, Ocon keeps going a bit wide, a bit slow on DRS, throw out the engine a bit. On the straight, up into gear 8. Down, shift, get on the curve a bit much. There I feel. So that compromised for time again. Then, into the whatever this turn is, yeah. Sort of almost cut it, but don't cut it, if that makes sense. Anyway, on to the back straight. Must cut this lap short because I'm an idiot. Anyway, I choose to go back out on a fresh set of softs to try and improve my time in order to get through to Q. Because that lap puts me about P17 with everybody else doing laps. So, yeah. On to my final flying lap in Q1. Now, it's going to be a pretty good flying lap because I obviously am improved. I sort of used a bit of flashback here, I don't know. You'll see it cut to the start finish rate a bit. Because I go into the back of Ricciardo, I'm like, it takes me 3 or 4 attempts to get around him. Like, with enough speed and whatnot. So I get around him. Right, make the turn. Quite easy to prepare. And just now it's on for a flying lap. Which is sort of a bit like a... You know, I only just get the lap in, if that makes sense. Right, I can't have curved it too much there, so I could have perhaps gained a bit of time there. But... yeah, it is what it is. I do pretty well though in this bit. But it's just a bit like this car isn't quite there with the exit out the corners. But anyway, because that's where I lose a load of time. If I'm up by 5 tenths, I don't really care. Almost 6. Into the straight, I move around a little bit. I go over the chicane, the corner there, so I don't change it a bit. So I'm just using some replay to try and get a better, not a better time as such, but just not compromise my laps as much. But yeah, brake, rotate, get a better. This time I don't go down the curve as much as some people as I would have. Into turn, I don't know what turn. I still have Ricciardo behind me, so he'll go push me. It's literally not me. In P18 at the moment, and this lap, I don't know where the lap's going to put me at the moment. Oh yeah, I remember where it puts me. So a quick look at brake into turn, final turn, into the DRS zone, which is going to come up now, and this is going to put me about P12 when everything's finished and whatnot, which is now finished. I mean, at this point I was thinking, okay. But then I look where Oscar Piastri is, and how's he there? Like, I was like, shocked. How is Piastri there? He's 2 tenths from me, so he's probably 2 tenths. He probably pulled that 2 tenths out in like the first or second sector in the corners. Into Q2, it's going to be a similar situation to Q1. I feel. So I do like 1 lap, then go out the second lap. But yeah, we get it, move. So I think I killed too much speed in that corner, get on the curve. Doesn't help. Lose low speed, the start to finish rate. Sort of like just looking to see what the temperature engine is what and see what is what. Brake into the first corner, get the car rotated around nicely. Run a little bit too deep. Well, not deep, but too narrow. The turn can't get quite car turn around quite enough. But on to the first DRS zone, brake a bit early. Try and keep the car on the track, which I do luckily. I can't remember this one. I think I was using full traction control. I've been trying it out with medium, but I don't feel it's quite good enough. I'm quite good enough yet. that like to use medium, so I stick with full. That's pretty much the only assist I've got. But he's not fine. Get a bit of an odd angle into that turn 10. Into that I have a pass behind me, which is getting DRS, which is unfortunate. Get a bit of at turn 11. Yeah, turn 11. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I'm practically flat out. I'm in the right gear for turn 11 maybe or 12, whichever one it is. 13 or 14 maybe. Into turn 15, I think. I'm going to gear too low for it again. Anyway, onto the DRS straight. And it's going to be pretty good. Puts me P4 at the moment. Fast forward time a bit in the game. Go out on a fresh set of softs. Again, to try and... I don't know why I choose to see what I'm supposed to see whether I can get through to Q3. Well, I don't know whether Piastri does or not, because I don't know whether drivers pick up the pace a bit or what, but yeah, sort of a bit okay, I guess. This lap's gonna go quite well, I think. We've got 40 seconds left, so I'm just gonna make it round. Don't know why I paused it. I do some random things every once in a while. Brake for the final corner. Get a nice exit out. Onto the DRS brake. Bit slow activating the DRS there. So I could be out by like a mile per hour, maybe. A couple miles per hour if I activated it at that second early. Still down by a bit. Gets pretty good exit, up by a tenth already. Just in order to... Well, now up by 2 tenths on the straight. I'll probably lose about half a tenth in exits of corners. Well, I gain like 100 seconds or something like that. Down to 2 tenths up, but still up, which is good. Rotate the car around nicely. In a bit too high of a gear, so I lose quite a bit of time there, I feel. But anyway, brake into turn 10. Run a little deep, I feel, and can't quite rotate the car enough. Into the second DRS zone. I think that's why. Oh yeah. So you'll see in a minute, but like there's a yellow flag at turn 10 from McLaren, which is spun. So I think that maybe is why one of the reasons on this lap you'll see where I am qualified. But onto the long track, which I think should be a DRS zone. That would be better if that straight was a DRS zone instead of the exit turn 10. Onto the start finish straight, and I'm going to end up in P10 after qualifying. Because I think Hamilton, and surprisingly Hamilton doesn't make it through. I beat him by a 3/1000th of a second. But like, the only reason I beat him is I think that because that yellow flag, which I'm assuming it was the other Ricciardo caused. But Piastri finishes like P11, something like that, I believe. Anyway, into some races upgrade during the weekend. Because, or developments I choose to do, because for races. And like, I sort of looked to see whether I can upgrade an engine, but I can't upgrade it. It'll come in just in time for Australia. Hopefully. It's sort of good, sort of bad. I mean, these are the strategies I end up with. I choose to go with the medium onto hards, because that's quicker by about, what, 20 seconds? 20, or about 18 seconds or so. By making one less pit stop, which is probably about. On to the formation lap then. First time doing it, so excuse me if I'm a bit bad at it, but yeah. Wait, Norris go, now I go. And I've got Lewis Hamilton behind me, which is great.
Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
Yeah. I mean, it sort of is a bit to get used to, I think, at the moment. Because I didn't do formation laps on the last year's game because they were just pointless for me. But now with like or I didn't find them fun, or I didn't see the point. I'm trying to get some 10-minute tyres. Don't really work too much though.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain
Almost
currently
goes to the back
expected.
for Ricardo. Norris. Easy mistake. Late. But yeah, I sort of get a bit fortunate with the qualifying position I'm in. But believe me or not, I don't stick in P10 for long. Now you can't go up or down. See, I made contact with Norris, so I have to instant replay to get, because otherwise it just qualifies me from the thing, which is annoying. Yeah, a bit on the curb there. Because everybody goes slow. It's kind of hard for me, because I like going quick. But yeah, I sort of just get the car up to temperature for the start. Like I was saying, I didn't do like formation laps in the last game because I just didn't see the point of them. I let Norris get some speed, so I can not speed, a bit ahead of me, I can't think, to try and get the right amount of temperature in the tyres. But just let the car do the right ground, pretty much. So, yeah, I go a bit quick there. I'm not. I will say I need to improve the two things. The race starts when everything's like congested. I can't do much about. I'm quite bad at the start. On to the final race, start straight. Try and get a good start. Try and get the right temperature in the car and get a good starting position, which is what I want. Yeah, as you can see, I've got the arrows up top pointing you to where my position is. So I sort of slide in behind Gasly and I get a pretty good
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Okay,
but
so
anyway,
that's the rest of the grid
yeah,
forming
rest
up
of the grid
now.
forming
Be
up.
patient
The
and
lights
watch
out
those
and ready
lights.
to go almost, I suppose. It's going to be a tough one. How long did it take? The lights are on. Got reached up from the revs. Oh, it's lights out and away we go. A bit of a slow start though, yeah. So I sort of get a bit. I don't get jumped by Hamilton, but Hamilton will get a way better exit. I choose to send one down the inside of all the way up to pretty much off them. Get notch, but I sort of don't get off them. I get Schumacher, and then I sort of get away with that because I have the inside line into that turn. Apart from that, I'm up to P7. I said I won't stay in P for 10 for long, but then it sort of all goes downhill from here. I might as well just say that. I thought I could maybe get a bit of a go here, but I just didn't have the exit out of the corners to do so. And you can just see I go wide, and then I could never recover from it here. So then that leaves Schumacher the chance to go at me. It's now Gasly though. And then, yeah, it's just Gasly then sort of starts having a go at me. I then have to defend. I can't keep up with the Ocon, Verstappen and whatnot. I can't keep up with them. You have to use DRS, but Gasly almost gets me on this straight without DRS. I'm assuming he's using DRS. I brake later, get the rotation in the car nicely, to try and get the car round. So this is where I can pull out a bit of time here in that like flat out turn. So go a bit wide, unfortunately. Again, Gasly's having another go at me. He gets past me, I believe, on the straight as well. So there's nothing I can do about it because Gasly, I think, has better straight line speed than me. Probably due to aerodynamics and whatnot. Although I'm running like quite a low setup as well. I think I get back at him though. I can't remember whether I do or not. Yeah, you guys, I make a lunge and I just barely get the car rotated round in time. And then I'm just through and going, and I spend another several laps ahead of him. But he tries fighting back at the moment, but nothing comes from it. See one of my phone don't think that's anything good of me, but is what it is. One a little wide into turn whatever, probably about what 8. No, yeah, turn 8. On this second DRS straight, here we come. I've already been dropped by 2.5 seconds pretty much from Ocon, and about 1.1 ahead of Gasly because he's fighting Ricciardo. But there's nothing much I can do here. I sort of feel like, okay, right, I've got a bit of time. Turns out I don't. I really don't have much time. I stick most of the racing line at least, which is good. But I sort of brake. Again, I dropped down one more gear. I'm still a second, pretty much ahead of Gasly. That lead doesn't last long, as you can see he's already down to 9, so he's quicker than me a lot than me on the straights. Anyway, DRS gets enabled this lap. Car science is the fastest lap, but that won't last for long, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, DRS is enabled. Why that's the second thing. Probably because Gasly will get a run at me with this DRS though. And he'll probably get me. Like normal. Run a bit deep there. I have to take 2 or 3 camps at this bit. So Gasly just does something which is a bit stupid. Like he's got DRS, he's up alongside me. I sort of try and turn in, but it doesn't work, so I have to run wide. I just let him through. I try and get a better exit, which I don't again, and I'll put Ricciardo on me. Luckily, I'll get DRS, I think, onto the next straight, if I can say within a second, which is unlikely. Again, almost going to the back of him, having to brake incredibly hard, using ERS to try and keep with him. They get so much better traction out of the corners into the braking zone at turn 10. Run a little wide, and just, I can't do anything. Get DRS, then why use flashback. Anyway, just use speed up. So I'm sort of defending from Ricciardo here as Gasly just pulls away. So there's nothing much I can do about it, really. And then it just lasts for 2-3 laps. Sped up, or like one on the odd lap, till Ricciardo gets past. Again, I'm just speeding this up because it's quite boring. Apparently, shame I wasn't a safety car because that would have helped with the issue I was suffering. Oh, I wasn't suffering at this point. I didn't realise I was suffering it from this point. But I don't know whether it's an issue or not. I don't know whether it's a game being a game. But anyway, Ricciardo's about 4 tenths behind. He's clawing it back. He's probably going to get... Luckily, you know, Schumacher and Ricciardo start squabbling. Hamilton gets both of them. So like, what do I do? Because now Hamilton's 2 seconds behind me. And that's easily going to get whittled down in the next 2 laps. I think... Yeah, no, it will easily get like taken down next 2 laps. It does. Nothing much I can do about it. In order to, yeah, on to lap 6 anyway. Again, I'm just trying to keep ahead of Hamilton. That doesn't last long. He's already within a second. Actually, I'll slow it down here, which means he gets past soon.
Okay, gaps in the car.
So rotate the car, try and get a good exit, but I'm a bit too slow in that. The corner. Gasly's already on 3 seconds ahead of me. Going incredibly slow, but on what? I don't know, because the pedal's pushing a bit too hard. In braking zone turn 10, Hamilton will get me on the straight, pretty much, I believe. Yeah, he's so close, he'll get me on the straight here. Even without DRS, he was gaining on me, so... Yeah, as he gets me, he's through. Like, now it's just 3. I'm praying I can keep with keep Hamilton in order to keep ahead of Magnussen. Because I do for a little bit, but... I'm going to be honest, run a little wide there, and if Lewis just pulls away, get DRS in the second bit, but then these 2 sectors. But apart from that, he's well out of a second by the time we get to this bit. Well, actually, no, he's not. I keep with him for a good lap then, but then I just lose a load of pace, and I mean a big amount of pace. And then now it's just praying I can keep enough speed to keep ahead of Magnussen, because otherwise I'm not scoring points. Which I would like to score points on my F1 debut, to be fair. But oh well. But as you can see, Magnussen's already within 1.5 seconds, which is kind of annoying. Hamilton's already pushed out 4 seconds. He's now within a second Magnussen. Going into turn 10, he'll probably either get me on this straight or the next straight. and it'll probably be soon. Or he won't even get me on the DRS straight. Oh, I cut a long way ahead then. So, oh, well, I must have not shown him overtaking me. He overtakes me up, and then I re-overtake him, pretty much. But, and then he'll probably get me, but actually, no, I get DRS on the straight. Ha ha ha. It really sucks to be you. But anyway, so I pull out a bit more time, luckily. Hamilton has dropped us by 6 seconds. He's almost caught up to Gasly. In fact, he has caught up to Gasly. I can't do anything about it. So I'm just going to try and stick to my own race. I'm sort of looking to see where Magnussen is. But then, sort of, I believe it's onto this turn here. He gets me again. Yeah. Onto the DRS straight. Easily gonna get me.
Hey, be aware, the grip levels
Yeah, grip level's starting to go. Magnussen gets me. I try fighting, but I can't. I don't have the pace. Now I'm just saying, okay, hopefully I can keep 4 seconds to Guan Yu. Hopefully I can keep that. Hopefully I can keep Piastri. And just see where we can go. See where we go from here, I guess. But as it happens, that just doesn't happen. It sort of is like I sort of get a bit unlucky here. I'm just hoping that our braking come in soon enough, which will help.
We're approaching the pit window now.
Yeah, approaching the pit window. Pit window's coming up.
Okay, so we're leaving
Probably slow it down when we get to pit lap.
7.8 seconds.
I'm sort of keeping with Magnussen, but get a bit too much curb. He then pulls out time again. Have DRS, but that won't make a difference at this point. Well, no, luckily it's still making a difference. I'll say at this point. But as the race gets on, DRS starts mattering less and less. You'll find out why, but it just does start like less and less and less. But I'm keeping up with Magnussen, I suppose, this time being. He's gradually pulling out a 10th per lap, let's say, or easily a 10th. He's almost 9th, but I only call that back due to DRS. Again, nice rotate around the corner into the DRS zone. Trying to keep with him, but he's pulling time out now. Just now, he's now way out of a second. Nah, I feel like DRS doesn't really matter too much, to be fair. But yeah, nothing much I can do. I was sort of actually thinking, I would like to do a driver career mode. But then at the same time, I don't know whether that'll be any fun or not, because I mean, granted, I could sort of do all yellow flag from a Aston Martin, and just speed up a bit, because there's nothing really interesting happens here, so I might just start cutting. Eventually, I'll probably start cutting these out. But anyway, I think it's about pit window time soon, ain't it? I believe it must be pit lap, so I believe this lap. Yep, it's. No, it's not. Yes, no, it's not. What am I doing? I don't know. Pit window, that's it. Anyway, it's on the pit window. Get DRS problem miraculously, although I'm going to start saying it don't matter soon, because it doesn't matter. Yeah. So now using ERS because of pushing that. I was pitting. As you can see, I was pitting again. Or pissing for the first time. Well, I think I do quite well to get car slowed down. Guan Yu comes in. I can't remember whether he gained time or not having a bit at the same time. Turn him is about, you want to clear it about that. I'm like a bit slow there. Get a 2.6 second stop, which I think is pretty good. As you can see, I've got an engine lesson when I was on here. Which I didn't notice at this point. But yeah. So sort of on cold tyres, it's just sort of like just don't have the grip, do they? Sort of just run a bit deep, have to get down to gear 1, automate the corner, and then it's just, yeah. I'm continuously running a bit wide and deep because the tyres are still a bit cold. But Guan Yu pulls in and starts pulling me into his DRS range. He's now well within it. So Noda's come out behind me. I'm sort of like, how is this going on? And like, Guan Yu's then like just caught up to me, he's overtaking me again, and here's where I just sort of got a quick glimpse there. Over 15, probably about 23 laps or so. My engine's done 63%. Or 66 on that. Now, over the course of the Grand Prix, it does about 2 and a bit %. As you can see, that's why I start saying the DRS won't matter, because I'm losing power in the engine. So as you can see, I was like there just about 8, or I was comfortably 88. 2 laps later, I can, or like 2 or 3 laps later, I can barely get to 188 on that straight. I can get to 188 with the DRS on that straight, but not without it. So now I'm pushing like 100, like 200 almost miles per hour, keeping up with the brand new. So I don't get the best exit, whereas he does. And it's just pulls away. I get DRS, but that doesn't matter anymore, because even with the DRS as well, I'm still on that straight, just about hitting 188 miles per hour. I don't know whether that's good or not on that straight, but McLarens are tired, unfortunately, I suppose. I get the car rotated around nicely. Now it's just me trying to keep ahead of Tsunoda, really, because I'm not catching Guan Yu because he pulls out my DRS range. And at this point, I think it must have been this point I really started realising my engine wear, or the ICE engine wear, was like, the wear was really bad. Because it was, like, my ICE is already at 70% more, and I've only done about 30 odd laps, if that, of this track. So I'm sort of like, at this point I'm sort of, oh great, Tsunoda's got passed, I'm not going to be able to keep up with him, because my engine wear is so bad. So I don't know if that's because I don't have any upgrades on it, this is what a stock engine is, or whether it is just generally, it is that bad without upgrades. But I don't know. But even still, an engine per race, it doesn't look good, does it? Because I'm already at 70% more and I've got, what, 8 laps left almost? So 74, so this is easily going to be another, you got like, what, about 12%, and here I start struggling with fuel. So Bottas catches up, then Bottas gets past on the straight, I believe, because of how little engine power I have, at 160. Although I won't must not keep on him, he might make a mistake. Yeah, I'm not here. This is what I thought, he's not making a mistake. If he makes a mistake, I'm too far behind him due to the lack of power on the engine. As you can see, my engine is now up to 75. I sort of okay, right, it's going to fail soon, I reckon. Boy, was I wrong, it doesn't fail. Yeah, I'm almost going Bottas, and just speed up again. Sort of look, 76% more, and it just keeps going up, it doesn't stop. And then I'm sort of like, great, what do I do? See, then Piastri catches up, and then onto the second DRS zone, I sort of let him through, because I'm like, it's pointless me keeping up, because I'm literally just slowing him down. Now I'm just hoping I can keep ahead of Latifi for 5 seconds, but he's easily going to shave off 5 seconds in 5 laps on me. Bottas was what, like 2 laps ahead of me, or 2 laps ago he overtook me. Now he's almost 5 seconds clear. Piastri's gained a second. So yeah, Latifi gradually pulls me in. As you know how quick I'm speeding up by just quick flushes or whatnot. But yeah, slowly Latifi catches me up. By the time by lap like 28 he catches me, I think. It is probably about lap 28, 29. Probably catches up to me, I believe. Oh wait, no, Schumacher catches up. Latifi hasn't overtaken me. He probably pissed or something. Oh no, won't Latifi? Well, perhaps Schumacher caught up. And Schumacher gets past in the final lap of the race. I'm like, no, I just keep Albon and Latifi behind on the final lap of the race. But I didn't realise how close the leaders were to lapping us, actually, to be fair. I thought they were like 2-3 tenths behind. Well, no, they were about, they're a lot closer. But anyway, I've got Albon behind me. Now, this is where it gets hot. Very hot for Albon. Or face it, let's just say he goes blind for a bit. As you can see, fireworks, Carlos Sainz. Congrats, Carlos Sainz, for winning your race. unlike in real life where you finish second here, I think. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to use the overtake mode to keep Albon behind me. But as you see on the straight, he goes wide because my engine's blown up. I'm puffing up a load of smoke. So I'm like, oh great. And here's where I realise it's 85% more. I'm like, oh dear. Just how bad is the engine wear? I'm literally, my engine's smoking. I was like, oh, please don't tell me to retire. Please don't tell me to retire. So I cut that corner because I was looking at the engine. 86% warm. As you probably would have saw on the title, that's where I get the engine wear from. So I'm literally just blowing smoke in the TP's face. And just begging he doesn't get me. I then end up using overtake mode just to get me to the line in order to keep enough speed. And I'm like, yes, the checker flag couldn't come soon enough because my engine was done. I think that I easily would have had to retire the car on that lap. But I'll take P15 with a dead engine pretty much. That's pretty good, don't you think? P15 with an absolutely rubbish engine. No offense to Mercedes. Oh no. But he is sort of kind of a bit odd, the fact that my engine's gone after one race. Hey, Russell on the podium, I only just noticed that.
Anthony, tell me, what was
See, here's the
the
Mercedes are looking quick in this career mode.
I think a large part of the result comes down
They're
to
easily keeping up with Red Bulls, the Red Bulls and Ferraris. Well, maybe not Ferraris as much, but they're keeping up with the Red Bulls in this career mode. So,
to stay out of trouble.
because, well, oh yeah, you can sort of feel the porpoising in your wheel though, which is what's, well, it doesn't feel. I don't know, the wheel doesn't, it makes it feel like a bit, I don't know how to describe it, it sort of feels like a bit, it does sort of feel like you can slightly feel the bouncing in the wheel. That's what I've noticed when using a wheel, I can slightly feel bouncing. But I don't know whether that's the game or the fact it's normal. But anyway. Anyway, yeah, title celebrations, congrats to them lot. Just at this point I was like, at this point I was more shocked at how bad the engine wear was, or the ICE engine wear was. And so I'm hoping to when I bring that ICE, you know, you can upgrade the ICE's durability. Oscar Piastri gets P13, so I'll take that. But I'm sort of like annoyed. I could be P13, I think, quite comfortably, if I didn't have those engine problems. I reckon. Because I was struggling to hit 180 miles per hour at the end. I was getting like 150 at the end. So I was like, great. So anyway, team level claim levels 2. Luckily there's 0 damage. You get 75k for it. Luckily. Anyway, personnel department. Well, no, I make sure to change my engine components. That means if this continues up, I'm going to be taking a penalty almost every single race from race 4. Yeah, department events, cool. Get department events. I choose race pace over awareness because I want it to be quick, but I have little awareness, pretty much. But anyway, on the activities, I believe I do. Do I do any activities? Yes, I do. I do 2 one-day, so I do the... I think? I can't remember what I do, actually. Yeah, I do the 2 one-days. For the Pirelli Hot Lap Challenge thing. But that you'll see that in the next video. Because, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, anyway. Thank you all for watching, I guess.
Our new parts of
Please like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching for more F1 content and FIFA.